Hey guys, what is going on? It's Jake, aka Barky1 here, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 16 career mode. And we've actually got a banger this episode. We've got 6 games. I felt sorry for actually not posting at the end of last week, so I thought I'd double the games up this episode and make it a good old-fashioned, massive episode. I say good old-fashioned. This is the longest episode I've actually done of this series, but you know what? Let's just roll along with it because I'm doing this in one take. And we start off the game in the 6th minute as Vaca gives the ball to Amari Bell, who I'm really starting to enjoy now. He gives it to Devante Cole, and he scores. He puts us 1-0 up against Swindon. I mean, you can't be mad at that, can you? I mean, 7 minutes into the game, we're already 1-0 up, and, what can you say? What can you actually say about that? I mean, Amari Bell does well. He cuts in, finds Devante Cole. Cole turns his man, and absolutely finesses it into the bottom corner. And you know what? It's doubled. And guess who it is? It's bloody Bobby Grant, innit? Because Bobby Grant doesn't miss. And Bobby Grant doubles our lead. And is anyone surprised at this point? Because what he does, he gets a nice through ball, brilliant play. He cuts inside his man and finesses it right into the top corner. And this is the only chance they had in the first half, as Nicky Jose bullets it at Merritt. But Merritt can't catch a bloody ball. What is wrong with this man? He still hasn't caught a ball for me, I don't think. I think in the whole time I played with him, I think he's had to drop it every single time. But yeah, that's the half-time score at 2-0. And they started off the better side in the second half, as he can't catch a bloody ball. This is really getting annoying now. I hate how he can't catch a ball. But Wes Burns adds to our score sheet as he crosses it into Shola Amiobi. Amiobi does what he hasn't done for a lot of the season. He just bullets it right into the top corner. And just triples, I'd say it's not really triples, is it? He added another goal to our lead. I don't know why I said triples there, but you know what? That's how it's ended. 3-0. That's the first game done and dusted. And you know what? It's the second game. It's my hometown versus the club I currently work for. So Fleetwood, my hometown, versus Shrewsbury, the club I work for. And that is actually a pretty big game in this career mode. Because I'm second currently in the league and they are 4th. And they're going with the current, the normal side that you'd expect. See, and I'm going with my top class side. I'm taking this game dead serious because this is kind of bragging rights to me. Especially because it's at the new meadow as well. Or the greenhouse meadow, however you want to say it. But Devante Cole tries his best. He couldn't beat Lutweiler. His near post as he pushes it actually onto the post as well. Devante Cole then hits the bar. I mean, I was so annoyed at that. And then Phillips couldn't even guide in the rebound. But Ketiora does brilliantly here. I don't know what he's doing in the box, but he just takes on everyone and scores. I'm not gonna say he shouldn't be there if he can do that. I mean, he's our highest rated player for sure. But he's I'm a bit worried how I won't have enough funds to actually buy him next year because he's got more. I can't sign him on a pre-contract, and he's 1.2 mil already, and I'm gonna really miss that guy. But Shrewsbury started out the second half the better side as Agpro actually gets demolished there, but Dimitri passes off. I think that's the Grandad, and he actually hits the bar. And I was worried, but that is the only chance the second half, and we actually won the game 1-0 thanks to our right back Ketiora. And we're actually doing some training here. As you can see, Gossi's actually got 2 training sessions today. I thought I'd actually try and bulk him up, but Gogic is the one who actually went up, and he's actually gone up to a 60 now, and all of them are kind of progressing at a slow rate, but a decent enough rate. And we're against our second Premier League team of the season. We beat Swansea 3-0. They couldn't actually stand Fleetwood. But now we're playing Norwich, and we're not playing our strongest side. We've even got Gogic in net. We've got McLaughlin, and we've got Bell at the fullback spots. And we've got changes throughout the side. I mean, I think we've got Mikowski and Zambo playing as well. So that's instantly kind of weakened our side a little bit because they're lower rated. And we got Kwamia. I forgot that. And we were worried straight off the bat because we were warned about Matt Jarvis. And I thought, Matt Jarvis can't do much to us. What do you know? He's actually a genuine threat, and I was genuinely annoyed. So Johnny Howson crossed the ball in, and Bacardi couldn't actually do anything. And I think he was on our starting scouting report, but this is the only chance we had in the half. I had to go to Agate Johnson for my free kicks. That's how poor my side is at free kicks. And that was the half. It was 0-0. Very boring. Very boring. I think there was 4 chances in the first half, and I know a lot of games they kind of have a lot more chances than that. But Vincent? Why do I keep calling Vincent? It's Vamara Sonogo. Has 2 chances right here. Forces a good save out the keeper for the first one. And the second one gets deflected. But what do you know? Zambo is there for the deflection. And Zambo gets it in the net. We are beating our second Premier League side here. And honestly, I was so chuffed at this point. Because as you can see in the top left. It's gone now. But we're just about an hour into the game. And I was trying to press so much. But it just wouldn't happen. But Graham Dorrans passes to Malumbu, and McCarney has it there, and I don't know what that is, but I thought I'd include it because it's the last chance of the game. And Fleetwood actually beat Norwich, so we're still in absolutely everything, and I wasn't expecting this at all. So we got another big game here, because Colchester are actually in the top 6, I think they're in the playoff spots at the moment, and we're going with like a full strength side again, because I can't risk losing these, because if I lose these, I drop down the table very quickly. And they've actually got a striker that I've been thinking about getting. On a pre-contract, which is Marvin Sordell, because he's actually got, well, he's out of contracts next summer, I think. So, yeah, he's actually someone who I've been like really looking at and trying to get. But Vaca, he took a bad touch there, away from the goal. I don't know why. I didn't really ask him to do it, but he forced to save out the keeper. I can't really ask much more. And Sarcevic crosses it in, and Vaca repays his debt. Like from that earlier miss, and it just nods the ball in. It's so nonchalant, isn't it? It's like Sarcevic dinks the ball in, and Vaca, like, he wasn't the best of headers, but he just did enough. And Bonker passed the ball off to Ambrose, Marvin Sordell, and oh my god, I was so thrilled that didn't actually go in. I didn't even get like goal line technology, I guess, because I'm in the lower leagues. But I mean, like, I was kind of expecting it because wow, that was like a Frank Lampard against Germany kind of thing. I wasn't sure whether that was over the line or not. But Jimmy Ryan starts the chances off in the second half. He passes it off to Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips tries to pull off a banger. I've done a few of them this year, but he just couldn't do it that time. And this was really annoying. So Darren Ambrose, I think that's his name. He forces off Ketiora. Ketiora does like a stupid run. Ambrose passes it into Gilby. Hits the bar. Merritt didn't actually respond to the second chance. And Gilby just heads it in. So, yeah, that made it 1-1. And I was on all attack at this point because I needed the win. Bob Harris passes it off to Jimmy Ryan. Brilliant block there. But what do you know? Look at this block from Ketiora right now. So, Joe Edwards passes it in. Marvin Sordell almost scores, but Ketiora like blocks it off the line. And Jimmy Ryan with a 90th minute chance hits it straight at the keeper, and this keeper was oh my days. After that goal in the 14th minute, I couldn't actually beat him. Like, it was so annoying. So yeah, that's 4 games already. Like, I think that's 4 games. Don't quote me on it. I think it's 4 games, but hey, Gotti's gone up, and Kiwami and Gogic have actually progressed, but Mankowski hasn't. I'm just gonna look up that. But yeah. Here is the main game of the episode, in my opinion anyway. We're against Southend in the Cup, and like, I've got mostly a starting lineup. I mean, I've put Kiwami in because he was starting to say like, oh, I need to start playing. But they got Noel Hunt, Tyrone Barnett, and a few other players there, which I remember from when we had to play them. Like, well, I haven't actually recorded it, but it was in a career mode from last year. And yeah, I hated these players last year. But they started with a better team, honestly. Like, I was getting pressed so much in the first 5 minutes. But Calvin Phillips changed all that. He passed it off to David Ball. What does David Ball do every time he actually plays for Fleetwood? He gets a goal. Like, every single time he plays, near enough. Okay, I'm not going to say every time he plays, because that's a massive pressure. But, like, he gets a goal almost every time he comes on, and it's in off the post, and I thought he was a bit lucky there. But Jimmy Ryan crossed the ball in to Nilsson, and what a header from Nilsson. That must have been like 16 yards or something like that. Like, oh, what a header. And I saw a few other like career mode guys who were actually after David Bentley. No, not David Bentley. I know his name's Bentley. I'm not sure what his first name is. But that keeper is like 68 rated, and he just couldn't do anything. But we pass the ball to Calvin Phillips, and we make it 3 within half an hour. Calvin Phillips has just been our star signing of the season, I think. Well, I honestly think that, because did I get him on a loan to buy deal for like 300,000 or something like that? So if it is, that's going to be brilliant because he's going up rapidly. But David Worrell actually crossed the ball in, and Noel Hunt managed to jump above both my defender and keeper. Like, I've got to admire that. I mean, he's not the tallest of guys. I'm pretty sure he's like average height. You'll see him running in here. So like, the front post is absolutely evacuated, and then for some reason Merritt seems to like push my defender out of the way. But Kiwami gets a chance here, and Kiwami just about misses. And I really want him to get a goal because I don't play him enough. I really like that player. He's a nice blend between tall, strong, and quick. But he needs some practice with his shooting. But look at this from Devontae Cole and Sarcevic. Sarcevic passed the ball out originally. Cole plays it back in, and what a banger! Like, Bentley is getting embarrassed. He's getting embarrassed in this game. I mean, like, we're 78 minutes into the game, and like, we're 4-1 up. Like, this is supposed to be world class. I mean, Southend, hello, wake up. Like, Wes Burns is coming down the line here, and my favourite player for Southend. My favourite player, Ben Coker. What is he doing there? And why did he have to get himself a red card? He's genuinely my favourite player at Southend, and like, I don't actually know whether he's on a free contract, but if he is, I might look at bringing him in because Bob Harris is going, isn't he? So Wes Burns steps up to take the penalty because he won it and smashes it in the top of the netting, and you know what makes it 5-1. This is equaled our best game, best scoreline of the series so far, and that was on professional. This is on world class, so it looks like we're progressing up the difficulties and everything. But you know what, we're not done there. Wes Burns passes it up to Kiwami. Kiwami plays it to Sarcevic, and Sarcevic with another banger, albeit Bentley does a shocking job trying to keep it out. But yep, 6-1. 6-1. Oh my god. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna name this this episode what a performance or something like that. Just because look at that. Southend aren't a bad side, and we just thrashed them in the Johnson Paint Trophy. But I thought I'd end the episode off here. It's not the brightest of notes. I mean, it's a local derby. It really is a local derby, and I put David Hennon and Shola Amiobi up front. Now, that was a big mistake. A really big mistake. And I noticed that Blackpool have a player that I was going to scout up, but they signed him up instantly. It was Ryan Leonard from Southend, funnily enough. He's just a brilliant player. He can play centre mid, right back. I think he plays centre defensive mid and right mid. But, yeah. Anyway, you can tell there wasn't many chance in the first half because we're already 33 minutes in. And David Ball, what does he go and do? Is that David Ball? I may have just misjudged. That might have been Wes Burns. I'm going to have to watch this again. So it's Grant. And that is, I don't know. I think that's Wes Burns. You'll have to correct me in the comments down below. But look at this run by Yeats. Honestly, unfortunately, don't get anything out of it. I would have been happy to concede to that. That was a brilliant run. I can't do that. I definitely can't do that. But we go into the half time. It was Wes Burns. I got it right in the end. Okay. So Ryan Leonard absolutely makes a mockery of me, and yep, he gets some assists. It was going to happen, wasn't it? The one player that I actually wanted to sign that Blackpool nicked. Yeah, I'm saying it. They nicked it from us. Gets an assist, and Martin Patterson gets the goal, and Heron has the ball here. Really quick player, and I don't know what they were doing there, but I thought I'd put it in because Merritt actually caught a ball. I was so surprised, and Calvin Phillips actually missed the target, which I was kind of depressed about. But you know what? You plough on, and Uche peeks to, and I don't know who took the final shot there. I think it was Patterson, but Patterson plays for Uche again, and he misses. And you know what? That's full time. 1-1. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to, well, this is the first video in the new uploading schedule. I'm not going to talk about this training, but yeah, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like, share this content with your mates who would like it, subscribe if you want, and honestly, this series, I'm really enjoying it, albeit it's a bit frustrating, but all I've got to say now is, you know what, guys, See you later.